Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well and staying safe. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I got this look here. I just wanted to do like a super easy date night inspired look, something that you can wear for a date night or date night with the girls or anything like that. Now that UK restrictions have lifted a little bit, it's just been nice to get back out with. So I thought I'd just do a little glam look that you guys could copy. Hopefully it's super easy to follow. But yeah, if you would like to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do today for today's look. I wanted to do something that's quite wearable, super easy, like date night look. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a bold lipstick or just like a nude lip. I always prefer to wear a lipstick like on a date night because I don't know if anyone else does, but do you know if it's like a first date, I always think like if I wear a lipstick then I won't let them kiss me, or like, do you know when people are like, oh, I don't want to kiss somebody on the first date? I always think like if I have a lipstick on, I'm like, no, I can't kiss you, sorry, I've got like, I don't want to ruin my lipstick, and it like gets rid of like the awkwardness, and you can kind of like avoid it if you want to play a little bit more hard to get on the first date. I just think it's really good trick. So I just popped on some face primer. So I just use All Nighter. Is it All Nighter? Yeah, All Nighter Ultra Glow face primer by Urban Decay. This one's like a dewy one, and I just think it's really nice underneath my foundation. Over the top, I'm just gonna pop on this Charlotte Tilbury. I think it's Hollywood Glow. I don't know if that's what it's called, because mine's literally like I wear it, use it all the time, it's like worn off. But I'll get the name for you guys. And this is kind of like versatile. Like you can use it as a foundation, or you can use it as like a highlighter, or like a bit like a glowy primer that adds a bit of colour, or if you don't want like a really heavy foundation, it's just like a really nice glow for the summer. So I'm just gonna use this MAC brush. Before I set my powder or anything, I've been using this, and I just think it's blending things in so much nicer. So I'll show you guys. Mind the other side because I used it the other day and I haven't worked it. It's just powder, I promise. You can see already that Charlotte Tilbury glow, like it's giving you a little bit of coverage. You can see where all my like acne scarring was without being like super full coverage or anything like that. You can also apply this like to your body. I always like to just blend everything. I put my skin down to my neck, and this brush is just like really good to blend it all in. I'm going to use a mix between my Illamasqua Skin Base Foundation, and this one is in SB 7.5, and then I'm going to mix it with the Ordinary Coverage Foundation, and this one is in number 2 Yellow Gold, or light medium. It's probably like the weirdest mix ever. And then again, I'm just going to go in with this brush and buff it into my skin. I just think it really gives like a super nice dewy effect where it's really blended, and it's not like picking up, you can see it's not picking up loads of the product, it's just blending it in and pushing it into the skin. It doesn't feel too mattifying, it's still quite dewy. And these ones are kind of in the middle, they're not too mattifying, not too like dewy, but with the primer and the Charlotte Tilbury that I put on before, it just helps to give it a bit more of a glow. And then again, I'm gonna go straight in with my like all my wet products first. I'm gonna use my NARS one actually. So I use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer usually to contour, and I use the shade Amande. I don't know if that's how you say it. I feel like it's almond in French, but Amande. Which you just chuck it on under my chin, like so, and then on my cheekbones. I like to do it kind of like on the high point, not the highest point in my cheek, but higher than like my actual cheekbone is, just because when I blend it out, I think it like helps to give the illusion like my face is a bit more lifted. That is really wonky. This is what happens when you're trying to do your makeup in the camera and not in a mirror. Just do it a little bit on my forehead, super fast, and then down my nose, because we all know that this nose needs a lot of contour. I'm doing this in the mirror, sorry guys. There, and then again for the face, I'm just going to go in again with that MAC brush and just blend it all out so it's really seamless. I don't know why, it just makes like cream products so much easier to apply. Like I literally did that in 2 seconds. And I'm so lazy when it comes to contour. Like I can't sit there and like blend and blend and blend. I just want to like shove it on and look pretty. And then when it comes to my nose, I am just going to go and take this Real Techniques face brush, and then I literally just like push the product that was on my nose in. So I don't know if you guys can see, like so, to give my nose some more definition, and then just long bottom. And then I'm just going to go back in with that brush and just kind of like dab it over, just so it's not like super harsh lines. And then I'm just going to go in with my concealers. So I'm going to go in again with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, but this time I'm going in with Custard. And I'm just going to pop that under my eyes. I'm literally running out of these. I really need to go get some more. You know how I was saying like I'd lost my job in last video, so I actually I work for John Lewis, and they've decided to close quite a lot of their stores, and the Sheffield store was one of them. But like I used to get like obviously get all my makeup and stuff from work, and now it's not open back up. It's like so weird not buying all my makeup from work, and I just kind of haven't got around to buying anything that I need yet, which I really should before I no longer work there. What I do like to do is just go in with my, you guys might think I'm crazy, but my P. Louise base. So this one's actually in the colour, it's like the 0 colour, it's like Room 0 or something, and it's basically like pure white. You can see on my hand. And what I like to do is again go in with this like face brush, and I'm just gonna like pop that on the side of my nose. I know it's like white and it looks ridiculous, but when it's like blended out, it just gives that like extra lightness that you weren't getting from the concealer in the areas that I need. And then again, I'm just gonna take some of that colour. So I'm gonna mix the P. Louise base on the back of my hand and a bit of the creamy concealer. And I'm gonna go in with this P. Louise brush. It's the 7072 brush. It's the flat brush that I use when I'm doing my like priming my eyes, but I'm just going to use that to just draw a little dot on the end of my nose, and then draw a little line. I'm just going to brush it down. I feel like I should be like more patient and dab it down the center of my nose, but I just always like end up brushing it down for some reason. The Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, I just popped a little bit in the lid. This is just like a powder brush. I'm just going to use it just to pop some powder on. So I always like to dust my face in powder first before I start to like set my face, just because I think it just kind of like helps everything gel together before I like put powder in like defined areas. Just make my nose look bigger again. So once I put my powder on, I'm just going to go in with a beauty blender, and I'm just going to pop it underneath my eyes on both sides here. And then what I like to do is just like go up to where we contoured before with the powder, just to like define that line even more. So I'm just going to pop it on quite fast. I'm so happy like things have started to open back up in the UK. So it was like the 12th of April, so it's been about a week now with things opening back up, and it's just been so nice to like see people. Like, I just feel like the UK is like the last one to sort itself out, and I'm just like ready for summer now. My birthday's in the summer and it's my 21st, so I'm just hoping like everything goes to plan to fully be back to normal by June, because then for my birthday there should be no restrictions, so we should be able to go out. But yeah, I'm just so ready to like go on like date nights, go see my friends, and just have like girly drink nights again. It's been so long. So once I've like set the powder on my face, I do leave it like around my nose a little bit longer, but then I just like to like kind of dust it in here. So I'm just gonna go in with my bronzer, and I just start on like my temples and then the top of my cheekbone, and just kind of like buff it in to where the powder is, and then bring it up to the top of my head. This powder is, sorry, like not even me saying, this one is the Miss Lynn Beach Please powder in the Low Heart All Day. So I got this as like a dupe for the Benefit one, and I do think it's quite good. It's quite cool toned, so sometimes I think if I've not got a tan like now, it can look a bit strong, so I'm just being a little bit careful with it, but I think it's quite nice for contouring when it's a little bit more cool tone. And then I just like to dust a little bit on the bottom of my nose and then up the sides where we were contouring, just kind of going over where we put the cream contour or the concealers, and now I'm going over it with my bronzer. And then I'm just going to leave my under eyes to do their thing, and I'm going to go ahead and draw my eyebrows on. I'm going to do them off camera because they take me forever. But yeah, I'll just see you guys in a second and I'll have eyebrows. So I'm just going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and it's the Amrezi palette. It's like one of my favourite ones. I got it for my birthday. As you can see, I've kind of like worn it in. I'm going to use the colour New Yorker, or New Yorker. Is that even what people sound like? And then just start on the outer corner and like blend it down to my waterline, and then I just like to blend it up and like into my crease. And then I'm just gonna go in with the colour OG. Again, just like kind of going over where I went before. There's quite a lot of fallout with this, so I just like to tap, 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 tap. I'm gonna go in with the colour Wasted, so it's like this really light pink colour here, and I'm just gonna pop that over the top and blend that in. It's kind of got like a shimmer to it, this one. I just think it's really, really nice, and it just kind of like blends everything in together, or just using the same brush. And I just like to kind of like buff, just with whatever is already on the brush, just kind of like buff it out and then into where my bronzer was before. I'm just going to quickly do the other eye. And then I'm just going to go back in with New Yorker and just like go like under my eyes. Just try and blend that back in there, into the outer corner there. So now I'm just gonna go in with like a smaller, I suppose it's like a pencil brush, or like a, I don't know how you explain it, but it's just like a tiny brush. And I'm just gonna go in with the colour 1988, so it's like this dark chocolatey brown here, and then I'm just gonna go over, kind of like give a faux like wings liner. So again on my outer corner, and then I'm like kind of like flicking it up to give the illusion of it like a wing. If you like not as like comfortable doing like this and you want it to be a little bit more precise, you can like pop a little bit of tape on and do it beforehand, like before you do your skincare, do your eyeshadow. But I don't really mind because I've like set my skin. I'm not too worried about like the fallout because the makeup will just wipe straight off. So kind of on the other side, I'm just taking it on the inner corner and like flicking it up to give the illusion of like a faux wing. Just like really, really subtle, but it kind of gives the illusion of eyeliner without using eyeliner. So I'm just going to pop a bit of that darker chocolatey brown again and just pop it underneath along like the waterline, but not on the waterline, underneath the waterline. So that is the eyes all done. I'm just going to pop on some mascara and some lashes. I'll do the lashes off camera just to save time. I'm just going to use, I don't know if anyone else does this, but I like to mix my mascaras. So I use the Maybelline Lash Sensation mascara. I normally put that on first, and then I just go over it with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lash Brag mascara. So I'll just go ahead and pop some mascara on. This mascara is like really crazy. Can you see like the difference? And then when I just pop this one on, it just helps to give it like super extra volume. And I think because it's like the little brush, it just gets all the little hairs that the other one, or the little lashes that the other one didn't manage to get. And I just think it like helps to like feather out my lashes. I You can see like the difference, and then again I just pop a little bit of this one along my bottom lashes. So I'm just going to repeat that on the other side and then pop a pair of lashes on. So I just popped my lashes on. The ones that I've popped on are actually just from Amazon, and what I've done is I just get like the cheap ones. I'll show you. It comes in like this massive packet, and they're really like natural looking lashes. But what I like to do is I like to chop them halfway, or like a bit over halfway, and use the smaller side and just kind of put it on the edges of my lashes and then like push it into my natural lashes. I just want to show you guys this new necklace that I got, this new necklace and the new little bracelet. So I got these recently from Filippo Loreti. I've been looking for a gold chain for ages because I have some, but I always think they're like too super chunky when I go to wear them, whereas this one is like really unusual in the design. I don't know if you guys can see. They feel absolutely amazing. I just thought it was quite unusual, but I thought it also matched my little earrings that you guys know that I wear quite often, and they're like a bit more of like the square shape, so I just thought it looked quite cool together. I like to have like a little matching set, and I'm like going through a gold jewellery phase where I have it everywhere, and now I've got my nails done, I like to have my rings on and stuff, so I just feel a bit more complete. But I just thought it was really cute for this look and for this outfit. I also have a discount code for it if you guys are interested, so it's Nathalie Kenning 15. I think you get 15% off. So yeah, you obviously don't have to use it, but it's a bit of money off if you want it. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys. I haven't put any highlighter on, but to be fair, like I don't really like cheek highlighter. I am gonna pop a little bit of from my Collie Bible palette, which I know is discontinued, but it's just like this light pink highlighter. It's the same as quite a lot of them. And I just pop a little bit on my nose and down the center of my nose, just because she needs it, and a little bit here and here before I do my lipstick, and in the inner corners of my eyes. But yeah, I'm not really big on like the whole cheek highlighter vibe. Every time I do it, it doesn't look right. I just think I can't do it right, so I'm just gonna stop doing it because it's stupid for me. And then I'm just gonna go in with my BH blush palette. Again, I think this one is discontinued, but I'm literally just using this like orangey matte blush, and it's like the most basic blush, so you can get it everywhere, but I just think it helps to put a little bit of colour back into my skin, which I just think is super nice. You can see. And then I also like to put a little bit on the bottom of my nose, just because I think it helps to bring some life back to your skin, and on my chin, and then a little bit on my forehead. We're back to being a human being. And then, right, lipstick, the major decision. Do I do red or do I just do both to show you? What am I wearing? So I could do like a bright red. No, I think I'm gonna do nude. So I got some new lip liners, which are not here for some reason, from MAC the other day. So I always use Spice because that's like the colour that I think is closest to my natural lip colour. But I got Subculture as well, which is slightly lighter. So I'm going to use Spice just to draw the outline of my lip. Overdrawing my lips, obviously. When it comes to like my Cupid's bow, I do like to keep it quite pointy. So it's literally, and then once I've drawn my little triangle, I then go from the top of the point and bring that down. And then I like to draw a line coming up the middle. It looks super glamorous. Ugh, I just got it on my teeth. And then down the centre there, and then I also like to shade in a little bit from each side, just to kind of give the illusion of like more of like a plump brat style kind of lip. And then I use Subculture, and I'm just gonna go over the lighter areas just before I put lipstick on, just to make sure that there's something underneath it. So I'm gonna use the colour Yash, which is like a lighter lip colour, but I just think it's really cute. Like just like a light nude lip colour, and I'm just gonna pop that over the top. just going over where the darker lip lines were. I'm just gonna go back in with Spice and then go and like draw in the inner corners and like blend it into the lipstick. I feel like when you're on a date though, it's a bit like too much like high maintenance to have to do like this every time like you have a drink or you go to the bathroom or you eat something and you feel like, oh, my lipstick's all come off. So I think just maybe take Spice out with you and take the lipstick, and just that should be fine. And then I always like to apply a gloss when I'm eating or I'm drinking, just because I think it makes my makeup, like gives my makeup a refresh without me redoing my whole makeup face. my whole face of makeup. That was so ugly. But yeah, so I always like to use a gloss when I'm out, but obviously, like I said, if you don't want to kiss them, stay away from the gloss because you'll regret it. So that is the final makeup look. I'm just gonna go ahead and spray my face. So I'm just gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And spray that everywhere. I like to put a lot on to make sure it definitely sprays and stays. I'm just gonna go in with my Mario Badescu. Is it Badescu or no, Badescu? Ooh, this one in the end. I'm gonna go in with my Mario Badescu spray. This is a facial spray and I get the rose water and herbs. I also use this toner because I just love the smell. I'm just gonna spray a lot of that on too. Just again to like get that dewy finish back, and then just sort of like on my skin. I just think it's really nice. Don't forget, you guys, if you did like the chain, that you can use my chain or the bracelet, that you can use my code for 15% off, Filippo Loreti. I am absolutely obsessed, which is why I keep going on about it. But I just thought it'd be really nice to share with you guys. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what type of other makeup looks you'd like to do. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later.